Welcome to Anfa Kitchen Fest. Every great celebratory dish begins with a foundation of heat and fat. We start by pouring a generous amount of clean cooking oil into a heavy-bottomed vessel. A spacious pot like this gives every ingredient room to cook evenly. As the oil gradually heats, it reaches the perfect temperature to unlock the flavors that follow. Once the oil begins to shimmer, in go the whole spices, bay leaves, cloves, green cardamom, cinnamon, and black peppercorns. As they bloom in the hot oil, their essential oils are released, filling the kitchen with a warm, woody aroma and creating the first layer of flavor. Next, we add a handful of whole cashew nuts. Gently frying them develops a delicate golden color and a subtle buttery sweetness that beautifully balances the boldness of the spices. Now come the sliced onions. This stage demands patience. As they slowly cook, their moisture evaporates and their natural sugars caramelize, transforming them into deep golden strands that form the rich foundation of a classic ahni. Once the onions reach a beautiful amber color, fresh green chilies are added. Left whole or lightly split, they release a clean, vibrant heat that perfectly complements the sweetness of the caramelized onions. Next comes the ginger garlic paste. As it fries, the sharp raw aroma softens into a rich savory fragrance that ties together the spices, onions and cashews into one flavorful base. Now we add a generous handful of freshly chopped coriander and mint leaves. Searing these herbs in the hot base locks in their freshness and infuses the dish with a bright, aromatic character that carries through every bite. Well-whisked curd is poured in next. As it blends into the hot mixture, it creates a smooth, velvety emulsion while adding gentle acidity that naturally tenderizes the meat. Now it's time for the star of the dish, fresh bone-in mutton. The pieces are gently folded into the rich masala, allowing them to sear lightly while sealing in their natural juices. As they cook, the bones will slowly release their richness, adding incredible depth to the broth. A sprinkle of coarse rock salt seasons the meat from within, drawing out its natural juices before allowing them to be absorbed back into every fiber during cooking. Next, we add our fragrant blend of biryani masala and garam masala. Toasting these spices directly with the meat intensifies their aroma and builds layer upon layer of flavor. As the cooking continues, a thin layer of aromatic oil begins separating around the edges of the pot, a reassuring sign that the masala has cooked perfectly and the flavors have fully developed. Now we pour in water, transforming the rich masala into a flavorful broth. The pot is covered and left to simmer gently, giving the mutton time to become beautifully tender while the collagen melts into the stock, creating exceptional richness. As we lift the lid, the transformation is complete. The broth has reduced, the flavors have concentrated, and the mutton is tender, succulent, and infused with every aromatic spice. Before adding the rice, we give the broth a final taste and adjust the seasoning with a little more rock salt if needed. The cooking liquid should be slightly saltier than usual, ensuring every grain of rice is perfectly seasoned. Finally, soaked basmati rice is gently added to the simmering broth. A light stir is all it takes before the grains begin absorbing the rich mutton stock. Slow Slowly they swell into long, fluffy, fragrant rice, bringing this magnificent mutton akmi to its perfect finish.